welcome to this YouTube stream where we are celebrating the winners of our 100,000 subscriber mark. We're now on 102,000 or whatever it is, so it just shows you how long it's been since we got to that target, and that we're still growing, which is fantastic. So let me know if there's any issues. I'm busy watching the chat now, and so let's see. Yeah, the music, music is such a trick. In Twitch, if I don't put the VOD in, I can use any music I like. But if we put it into VOD, then what Twitch does is it mutes it, and then it mutes for like 5 minutes thereafter as well. So that's why I've switched to using the music that my friend Colin wrote on Twitch. I just didn't think about setting it up for the YouTube stream because it is something that's new and that I didn't really think about. So I'm sorry about putting you in silence for all those times. I'm glad to see everybody is here and looking good. So for those of you that wanted to know what's happening with regards to the flight of the Web Goblin. Now, the flight of the Web Goblin, sorry, I'm just busy looking for the thing. Where is the thing? That's the thing. That's not the thing. That's not the thing. That's not the thing. There we go. There's the thing. Okay, so the flight of the Web Goblin is we're trying to get the Web Goblin, who makes all of the stuff behind the scenes work. We're trying to get him to Gen Con next year in August. And so we've put together a little sort of running total of how much we need to pay for his flight. Now, his accommodation and all that kind of stuff we'll look at when we get closer to the time. We're gonna run some other initiatives and things and do that sort of thing. But we're just trying to get his flight going. So at the moment, since launching this, we're now on $290, which I think is pretty impressive. We've got a bit of a way to go still. We're a tenth of the way there, but that is still a tenth of the way closer than we were before. So just note that if there are any super chats and things going on, they are appreciated, and they're going to make sure that he can flap his little arms and hold on to the side of the wing of that aeroplane as it gets him to where he needs to be. Okay, so now that you know what it's all about, I just want to make sure that I'm on the right slide here. Let's start to do some giveaways. Absolutely, let's start to do some giveaways. That's why we're here. So I took all of the names that I could. I went through the chat that whilst you guys were entering during the chat, and I went through all of the people who then also commented below, and you'll notice that I put a little like button next to everybody that I kind of entered in, and that was everybody who basically qualified. I went and checked on the Facebook pages as much as I could. I appreciate some of you who sort of said, well, this is my YouTube name and then this is my Facebook name, and I tried to correlate as best I could. I then took all of that, I turned it into a giant spreadsheet, which we then made, we sort of randomized who was whom. Then I went onto our Discord server and I used our dice rolling app thing, and I randomly rolled out who was selected. So this is just a random selection of people. There was names chosen, and I didn't undo the names that were chosen. Like I said, most of them I don't know what the correlations are and the things like that. So I think what we should start off with is, let's start off with the DungeonFog winner. Now, the DungeonFog winner receives a year-long subscription to DungeonFog, and that means you're going to get all of the updates that are coming out. They've just released a new update, the Mad Scientist Laboratory. I haven't yet played with that one, but I certainly will. So that is something for you to look forward to if you are a DungeonFog subscriber. So the winner of the DungeonFog subscription, and what you must do now is in the description down below. No, not in the description down below. What am I talking about? I'm just talking absolute nonsense. You have to send me an email, geekstable@gmail.com, and say, I am the winner because you brought my name up. Send me that email, and obviously you have to let me know. And in that email, what you need to do is you need to send me your postal address where we can get these things shipped to you. Now, obviously, in the case of DungeonFog, it's not so much here is a copy of DungeonFog shipped to you. Here's a printed out copy of the code shipped to you. No, that's not how it's going to work. What will happen is send me an email anyway and say, hi, I'm the winner of DungeonFog. This is my username and this is my etc. for DungeonFog. So for DungeonFog, go and create a free account. Let us know your username username and your email that is linked to that particular account, and then DungeonFog goblins will then make sure that it is activated for you, and you will have access to unlimited maps and power. And so, without further ado, the winner of the DungeonFog year-long subscription is... Bing! Daryl Lieber, or Leber, I don't know how to pronounce it. Daryl, there you go. How do you spell the email? The email is geekstable@gmail.com. geekstable@gmail.com or geekstable@gmail.com. And look at Lorraine already showing us the email. Thank you for sharing. I love you guys. I love this community. I absolutely love it. So Daryl, if you are in the chat, I don't know if you are, give us a thumbs up. And if not, please, please, please send us an email so that we can hook you up with that subscription for DungeonFog. So thank you, thank you, thank you for entering and for participating and sharing the love and letting us know that you are out there. All right, so that's DungeonFog. The next section that we have is Dogmite Games. Now, Dogmite Games, it will be a dragon sheath. That is something that you can put your dice into. Look at that, all very nice and pretty, and you can roll your dice in here, and it's magnetized. What I do like, and you must have noticed this, I can struggle to pull them apart. These are not useless little magnets, which is fantastic, because if, like, here I've got dice in them, they're not falling out. Sorry about the noise. I didn't realize that. You've got to basically slide them across, which I quite like, so then the dice are safe and sound inside. So we are going to be sending out one to each of our two winners that you can then take, and well, they'll be sent to you. You can do with them as you will. I would suggest you use them. I really do like them. So the winner of the dragon sheaths are... Sorry, I don't have all the sound effects and music going with it, so there you go. There are the winners. Well done to the Board Lich and Wolvie Zandalari. Wolvie Zandalari and the Board Lich. Congratulations. There we go. Oh, that's you, Board Lich. Well done. Fantastic. Send me an email. geekstable@gmail.com. geekstable@gmail.com. Send me your email, please. Plus your residential address or your postal address so that I might send these things through to you. I don't know how long they're going to take. Brittany, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. All right. No, not Gookstable. Geekstable. 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 Geekstable at Gmail. Not Gookstable. Geekstable. Geekstable. Wrong vowel. Although it could be my gooks, you know what I'm saying? These gooks, they come around, they do you trouble, they'll kill you, you know? You don't want to mess around with Gookstable, huh? They're bad people. Bad people. And it's another one watching, in which case they're a wonderful organisation and community. Absolutely. Spelling is overrated. Yes, spelling is indeed overrated. Unless you want to get your dragon sheath, in which case then it isn't. So well done there to everyone. Now, before we go forward, just in case there are some questions to be asked, the way that it worked was we put everyone into different lists and things, and we didn't take you out if you won something else. So we did just, it was just this, if you entered, your name was there, so even if you won something, you could win something else again later on. I'm not saying that anyone did, I'm just saying that that is how the process worked, so there's complete transparency with everybody. Okay, so World Anvil. World Anvil, of course, has been with us for a long time. We love World Anvil. World Anvil loves us. Our plot stuff is now available on World Anvil, so go and check that out. If you join our Discord, there is a link for 10% off a subscription. to World Anvil, so bear that in mind as well. If you go over to our Discord server, you can get 10% off, and if you're already on the Discord server, it is shared, and if it isn't shared, I will share it again so that you guys have access to it. So the winner of, now let me make this absolutely clear, the winner of a Grand Master subscription, so that gives you access to everything, absolutely everything, for a year. So until 2019 December, or whenever it is that it finally gets activated, but I'm hoping that it'll be activated shortly. The winner is this person. Ta-da! Yay! All right, so there is a name that if you are on the Discord server, you will be familiar with as being one of the co-creators of the 200-player simultaneous game, the game of many players. So there you go. I don't think Laura's awake, as a matter of fact. I think she lives in the UK. So it's like 3 a.m. For her, so I hope she gets to see this. Otherwise, we'll scream and shout at her when she does eventually get onto Discord. So Laura has done some amazing stuff with that game of many players, and I'm hoping, I didn't think she has a subscription, because otherwise why would she have entered? That's the real question on my mind. So I don't think she does. Anyway, all right, so there we go. That's World Anvil. Hello, hello, and hello to everyone who has just joined us as we are going through 4 a.m. in the UK. There we go. You know this because reasons, shifty eyes, or is it sleepy eyes? Do you need to be part of the Discord to be eligible? No, Kim, you don't need to be. You were actually, Kim, I think I remember seeing you at the 100,000 subscriber mark at the video. And didn't you enter? I'm sure you entered. I thought I remember seeing your name somewhere. So no, this was literally anybody who entered on the YouTube channel that you had to leave a comment down below, and then your name got taken and dropped into the list to be eligible. All right, so that is the Dragon Sheaths, World Anvil, DungeonFog. What should we do next? We're going to go through them all. So let's do Slugfest Games. Slugfest Games. Okay. Right, Slugfest Games is giving away, and again, I'm going to make sure that this is absolutely correct. They're giving away not one, but 2 copies. So that's 2 copies of the Red Dragon Inn, number 7, plus an expansion called Spike and Flower. So 2 copies are going away to 2 lucky people. It's a phenomenal card game. It's really, really a lot of fun. So these will be sent out to you. And the winners of that, of the Red Dragon Inn, and you have to play this game when you get it. Play it and then share it with us. Let us know how it went. So, yeah, you had to comment. I'm just looking at the message. You had to comment on the Facebook, and then you had to leave a message down in the YouTube channel. All right, here we go. The winners of the Red Dragon Inn are Scarlet Red Crimson and Zach Dubois. Dubois? It's not Dubois, but there should be an I if it's Dubois. Dubois. Well, Zach and Scarlet Red Crimson, you are our winners. So there we are. Absolutely. Thank you for entering. Thank you for sharing the love. And there you go. Those are the 2 winners. Again, send your postal address to geekstable@gmail.com if you please. Thank you. That would be phenomenal. So we really... I'm really, really glad that so many people entered. We had big lists, as well as the fact that the sponsors they were so generous when they sent through stuff. So really, 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 really big thank you out to all of our sponsors. Now, you'll notice that hopefully in the doobly-doo below, there is the link to all of the Facebook pages of all our sponsors anyway. So that if you don't win coming up, you can always just go along to their Facebook pages, or you could go to our store page on www.greatgamemaster.com, where our little store tab is, and that'll take you to Amazon, and Amazon links through to all of their products as well. So you can grab a copy if you don't already have one, and it is Christmas, that's all I'm saying. Oh, right, so let's give away some money. Now, I just happen to have some money here with me, as a matter of fact. I'll need to make some time to play Red Dragon in with me. Yes, absolutely. I've heard it's a phenomenal game. I enjoyed what I remember playing of it, but that was a while ago. All right, so we're going to give away some money. Now, I have been using these coins and things because I think they're absolutely lovely. This is the Rare Earth Foundry coins. I love the bags. They come in these amazing bags. Now, this is a bag of 100 coins. It's such a great starter. It really is a great little starter pack. To start your coin collection. And you know, you don't have to have stacks of coins. But it is sometimes quite nice just to sort of hand over some coins and things. And if you've got players who, so anyway, I think is it 50? It might be 50, or is it 100? I don't know. It's a whole bag of coins, and they just look so nice and shiny inside the bag. I love it. And I love the sound they make. So there it is. And they've got this wax seal on the front, which is so cool. But I'm so nervous that it's going to break because it has an actual wax seal, which I really like. Anyway, so they are giving away this bag of coins to a lucky individual. Sorry, it also includes, now that I see that, I'm just reaching over. It includes this other bag, which is a really dainty little bag when you see it on the surface. But when you actually empty it out, you realize that there's a stack of big coins. I mean, these are huge, heavy coins. So you're going to get a bag, 2 bags of these. Again, email to geekstable@gmail.com, and you'll get these. Now, these have got the blue wax seal on them. I quite like that. And the winner is, if you please, step forward, raise your hands, shout out, and more importantly, send us an email. Mad Bishop Gaming. Mad Bishop Gaming. I don't know if you're here. I haven't seen things flying past. Monica, the bag is bigger on the inside. Absolutely. All right, so Mad Bishop Gaming, you are our winner. I don't know if you are here. I don't think so. But nonetheless, send us that email and we will move from there. Now, I think something that is important to discuss is, what if they don't come forward? And I've had this happen before. I was giving away tickets to Trekon, the Finnish convention, and we were looking for winners, and one of the winners just never showed up. I announced the winner, I put the thing in the thing, and they just never responded. They never came back to me. Or if they did, it went into the spam folder and got lost, which was tragic, absolutely tragic. Don't take a chance on the dice. Just hit the button. There we go. Absolutely, Adrian, I agree with you. So there are chances that someone watched the stream, entered for fun, and doesn't ever watch another stream ever again, or their internet's been completely cut off, or they've moved to Mars to go and join the robots. I don't know. If that's the case, we're going to give them basically a month. So we're going to give them 4 weeks. 4 weeks to respond to this video, which obviously will be live. Well, it'll be on YouTube anyway for them to access. So 4 weeks. If after 4 weeks they have not come back to us, then I'll speak to the sponsors and say, well, we were going to give them away anyway. Let's just roll and choose somebody else. Because, I mean, you know, that was the goal. And you all did put in the legwork as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so that was Rare Elements Foundry. Now, I think, what have we got left? Oh, we've got the dice. we're going to start off with this. Now, I have it right here, quite handy. So you're saying I can't move to Mars. Well, you can, just not just yet. So we're going to give away this. Now, this is a very handy flat thing, which, as you can see, it's got a little label on the back. And it's this nice flat thing which you can put on your table, and it's just nice and flat. So it makes the table look flat too. Or you could pop the press studs just like that, and you end up with a very nice dice rolling tray. I like these dice rolling trays because they are flat, so that means that they're quite nice and portable. So if you're like me and you attend a lot of kind of conventions or you travel a lot, then this is a really nice thing to have with you. Now, what I also like about it is that the sides are quite high, so your dice don't really bounce out. I don't see them as being able to bounce out. So anyway, Hextech have said that they're going to give away 3 of these. So they will be sending 3 of these out to you. And like I said, they go out flat and you can just sort of pop them together. I very much like these. So they're going to be giving away 3 of these. Now, to the people who are getting them, again, Gmail at geekstable at Gmail. That is to whom you must send an email saying, giving me your address, if you please. The winners are Eric Jacklich, Moonscar, and Nick Goulding. Bravo, bravo. Scarlet Red Crimson, I see you're here. You won something. Yay! Welcome to the stream. Yes, you did win something. You did indeed win something. Bravo. Well done for that. And these 3 individuals, Eric, Moonscar, and Nick, you have won the flat gaming box roller thing. Dice tray would be the correct word for it. You guys have each won one of those. So well done to you for that. Thank you to Hextech for supplying that as a bonus kind of gift. I'm going to move on with Hextech because they gave more. They're also giving 3 sets of acrylic glow-in-the-dark dice. Now, when I got these dice originally, I said, well, why would you want glow-in-the-dark dice? And I got so many people responding saying, as a matter of fact, it is useful having glow-in-the-dark dice because if they roll underneath the couch or behind a cupboard, you can actually see where they've gone. I don't think that was the primary design choice behind them, but they are really, really a lot of fun. So, the winners of a set of acrylic dice, and there are 3 winners here again. A set of acrylic dice will be coming to the following people. Ding! Rachel Leclerc, Brandon Dudley, and Jim Nixon. Rachel, Brandon, and Jim, you are the winners of some glow-in-the-dark Hextech gaming dice. Now, what I particularly like about these, apart from the fact that they are acrylic, I mean that goes without saying, apart from the fact that they glow in the dark, you also get 4 D6s with the set. So it's no longer the traditional sort of 10-piece set where you've got your D10s, your D4s, your D8s, your D12s, and your D20, and 1 D6. Now you have 4 D6, which I think is really useful. So Rachel, Brandon, and Jim, if you are watching, please, geekstable@gmail.com, send me your postal address so that we can obviously get these packages off to you. So I'm going to come back to me now so I can show you. That's these they come with 4 D6s as well as the full set of dice, so you get quite a nice sort of haul of dice. If you don't have a dice collection, this is something that's great to start off that collection. If not, then if you already have a dice collection, well, I think it's kind of cool to have a set of 4 D6s anyway. I don't know, does anyone still use 4 D6s when rolling up a character? I remember the rule, you roll 4 D6 and then you drop the lowest. I just rolled a 14. Well, that's not too bad, I don't think. Now, Hextech are also giving away 3 sets of metal dice. Now, these are spectacularly superb, and I have left them in the other room. So you'll just have to go to their Facebook page, linked below, and go and have a look at those, because they are absolutely stunning. They are absolutely beautiful dice. So the Hextech metal dice winners are Blooper, Faith, Simon Hayes. Well done to you for winning those metal Hextech dice. They are absolutely beautiful. There we go. Sebastian, I see you use them. That's fantastic. Yeah, don't roll them on a glass table. Correct. Hextech has been amazing in terms of this giveaway. I really appreciate their support. So congratulations, Blooper, Faith, is that how you pronounce it? Faith? And Simon Hayes, well done to you. I'm just letting these emails go through there. So yes, please, geekstable@gmail.com. I'll get it right one day. If you can, please send us through your residential addresses, postal addresses, residential, whichever you prefer, so that we can then send those off to you. So fantastic for doing that. Oh, right. Now we've got, what have we got? We've got two things left. We've got the Epic Handbook, and then we've got the Arcana book. Is that right? Did I leave anything out? I hope I didn't leave anything out. We've done the Hextech. We've done the Dogmite games. That was the Dragon Sleeves. We've done Slugfest. We've done Ray Elements. We've done... Yes. Okay. Just making sure we're thorough so we don't cock it up. All right. So, there we go. Now, for the winner of a hard copy of the book, A Complete Guide to Epic Campaigns. Now, you might notice this one, by the way. This was the first one that was ever printed, and I did an unboxing of it. And when I did the unboxing of it, I was like, oh, it's amazing, it's wonderful, it's lovely, it's doing exactly what I wanted to do. There were a few mistakes. The principal one was that the title was missing. You see this big gap here? It should have said, The Complete Guide to Creating Epic Campaigns. It says it on the spine, The Complete Guide to Creating Epic Campaigns, but it doesn't say it here. So anyway, so you're not winning this one because this is a faulty one. You're winning a brand new, hot off the press, printed just for you through blurb.com. You are going to win this book. So lots of people have commented on it. Thankfully, people have only told me that they like the book. So I'm very grateful for that fact. And the winner is, of your own copy of the book, the winner is, and before I go there, I'm going to let you know that when you get the book, send us an email and say, hey, I got the book, it's great, or it's okay, my cat loves it, my budgie reads it every day. Send us an email and we'll also send you the PDF free as well. So you've got the PDF and you've got the book, because we don't like having the PDF and the book separated. It just doesn't make sense. So the winner is none other than Jeremy C. Horn. Sorry, I heard horn and my voice kind of went there. So Jeremy C. Horn, if you're in the chat, there you go. The flawed one would be worth more. Well, I'll hold on to the flawed one. Maybe I'll sign it, and because people like things being signed. I like signed things, I must admit. I've got my Book of Stalker here that's signed. So, Jeremy, I don't know if you're in the stream, but thank you. Please, Jeremy, send through that email to us so that we can ship this off to you as soon as possible. Now, I do need to say this. Shipping times will vary depending on where you are in the world and who you are and how much love the Postal Service gives to you. Jeremy Seahorn, we are very happy to send you a copy of that book. That means that we are nearly at the end, and it's taken a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. So, what? So did I screw up? Did I do something? Seahorn is campaign lord with this. What? I admit, if you were ever at a convention and I could get there, I would absolutely bring my copy. Yes, if I will let you know whenever I'm going to conventions and things. So bring your books, so we can do that. All right. So now, without any much more delay, yeah, right, that's going to happen. By the way, if just while it's on my mind, the book, obviously, I mean, you can read the book, and I would suggest that you read the book once you've gotten the book, Jeremy, and anyone who does have the book. We also are offering on the Patreon under a $3 tier, I think it is, the podcast, which is me reading the book and annotating the reading as I go through it. So you get the book plus that, you get the book, plus then you get my comments on why I wrote that particular paragraph or chapter or what I was thinking. So you can also access the book that way if you so choose. It's a podcast on Patreon, so you can then listen to it however you do so like. How do you get your bear so majestic? I'm not entirely sure what you mean there. Is it a bit private? Nonetheless, moving forward, gold people, we are now looking at who is going to win this absolutely stunning walkthrough. I mean, it's huge. This beautiful walkthrough of the history of Dungeons and Dragons from the good old days all the way back. Look at how Curse of Strahd has how Curse of Strahd has changed over the years and evolved from that very original one, and all the way through. So this is just an amazing walk through history. If you are not familiar with the history of Dungeons and Dragons, if you are someone who has only joined recently, then this will be something for you to be able to look at. So the next time you bump into a bunch of old people at a convention and they go, "Oh, second edition was the best," you go, "Oh yeah, I know, I remember the brown books," because you've read it here. So with great joy and great happiness, the winner of the book is Abba Elfman. Abba Elfman, I don't know if you're in the stream, but if you are, congratulations on winning. If you are not in the stream, congratulations on winning. I hope that you see this. For those of you that are in the stream that didn't win, maybe I should be saying I hope Abba Elfman doesn't see it, because we'll send it to someone else. But Abba, I think, seriously, congratulations on winning this really stunning book. Abba, are you in the chat? I don't see Abba in the chat popping up. So there you are. I have to say that in doing these giveaways and things, there's a huge part of me going, "Oh, but can't we give everybody something? Can't we give the guys who are in the stream something? Because you guys support this channel. You really make it truly awesome." And I absolutely appreciate having you all here, even though I've stuffed up the times and things. Yay, throw confetti! Yay, throw confetti! Anyway, so yes, to wrap up, just to not to keep everyone sort of locked up. Twitch stream is happening tomorrow night. No. What day are we on today? Today's Thursday. Yes, Twitch stream is happening tomorrow night. That will be a review of the Karos Stones. If you didn't watch those a couple hours ago, oh my word, what an interesting outcome to a show. And if you haven't watched Karos Stones before, and you haven't watched the Twitch stream before, I would suggest you watch this week's episode of Karos Stones, because to be perfectly honest with you, it's a very complicated outcome. I'm not going to spoil it for you if you haven't. It's a very complicated part of GMing, I suppose you could say. The outcome is something that was certainly unexpected. You will see me throwing every possible tool in my toolbox at the players to try and save the situation. I'm not going to go into too much detail. And then to have the situation terminate anyway, because of dice, because of player decisions, and, well, because that's just how the cookie crumbles. Join me tomorrow night, Twitch Friday, 6 p.m., which is Pacific Central Time, for a review of that. So I unpack how that happened and what I plan on doing next, but principally on how that situation unfolded. I'm also going to the Tokyo Comic Con convention. Well, it's my tomorrow, so your tomorrow as well, I suppose, but that's a Tokyo Comic Con convention. I'm going there on Friday morning to wander around and have a look. Jason Camera, we thank you. I need to figure out how to do this. The Web Goblin thanks you. So that brings us up to 300 US dollars to get the Web Goblin up there. So thank you very much for that, Jason. You've been phenomenal. The Web Goblin's going to have to get a tattoo with your name on it, I think. Game Master's Vault spoiler: guy killed all of the players, not the characters, but the players. Yes, maybe. In which case, that's definitely a stream not to miss. I think with Extreme Prejudice, that's definitely not what I wanted to happen. Okay, you tossed you a DM. You might want to glance at it briefly. DM now? Now? Where did you throw it to me, Eric? You can't say that on live stream, and then I get my stupid face. No, I've just done that. See, now I've got my stupid face. Thank you. Right, so, okay, Mr. Beardsley has made a very good point, and I think I will raise it. So, at the beginning of the stream, someone typed in Gook's table, and I was talking about Gooks as being very bad. I mistook Gooks for Mooks, which is the correct term for the Mafia goons. That's what I was thinking about. So if anyone is offended by the fact that I thought that Gooks were Mooks, please let me know. Gooks, of course, was a derogative term used pretty much during the Vietnam War and thereafter towards the Vietnamese people and people of Asian descent. I, of course, live in Japan, so I love Asian people. So anyway, Eric, thank you for pointing that. You see, he's our Discord goblin, and he just watches out for me. He's like, you screwed up, you idiot. Yeah, change it and make it effect. So I do sincerely apologize for any confusion that may have resulted of the Gooks Mooks confusion. I meant Mooks as in the mob boss gang people who work for mob bosses, unless of course any mob bosses are watching, in which case Mooks are they're fantastic. They're just great. Right. What time is it in Japan? Japan now, it is currently 20 minutes to 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Thursday afternoon. So just to bear that in mind. All right, so we've kind of got through all of that. We've done the podcast, we've done the Twitch, we've done Friday night. Yes, so we'll look at that, the Carol Stones. We'll look at some other stuff. Yes, I think that's pretty much as far as we go. On Friday night, we will also be looking at the Patreon reward for the module. So if you don't know about that, if you become a Patreon of our channel, you a specific tier, you get an entire module that I have written for the month. This month's module is currently, and I've got it open because I've got to finish writing it. It's currently on 41 pages long. Now, this is not necessarily typical of modules. We have been debating the length that they should be, but it's a complete adventure in an insane asylum. And if you've been watching those Twitch streams, you'll have been seeing me build some of those asylum components and talk about my plans behind them. So that's what we're doing on Friday, Twitch Friday. Of course, you've still got this week, you've got Great GM coming out. That's later on. That's on my Friday, your Thursday. Mind blown. I can't keep track of what day what's on. It really is crazy. And so there's that. And where else? What else? You don't believe me that it's 41 pages. I can show you. I've got it loaded up. Here, I'll show you quickly. Let me just make sure I don't screw it up. Is it this one? Yes. And if I do this over to there, I can go, there we go. So there's the Patreon. This is the Curse of the Turquoise Brooch. It was meant to be a sort of a Cthulhu-esque type horror module. This is part 2, as you can see there. And then if I scroll down, obviously I've done all of the illustrations. It's the same kind of thing as the book. This is the Granthorpe Health Spa, which becomes absolutely horrid. There's one of the characters, Nurse Styles, a very horrid woman. And of course, this is low resolution because it's kind of showing me sort of previews and stuff. So there's maps galore, there's rooms descriptions, there's traps, there's puzzles, it's just the usual kind of fun stuff. But we're now on page 28 and we keep going down. There's some mechanics, there's some more rooms, and there's page 40. So yes, we're getting there. I mustn't show that. Okay, quickly get away, and there we go. All right. So yes, there we go. Now you've seen a preview. All right. Did he announce the winners? Emerald Serpent, yes, I did. And unless you post under a different name, I wouldn't hold your breath. I'm just saying. Anyway, guys, there's not much more for me to say, really, other than I appreciate your support getting us to 100,000. The Web Goblin does as well. It is 4 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, you can just pause it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can. But hopefully you won't see enough of it. Nonetheless, all right. So that's going to come out, and we'll see what goes from there. You guys saw it here first, as a matter of fact. Yes, so Great GM this week. I don't know what Great GM is talking about this week, actually. I've recorded 2 in advance because I was worried about the Comic-Con sort of preventing me from actually getting them out this week. So all of them have been inspired, for the next couple of episodes anyway, inspired by the questions asked in Twitter and in Facebook and on Discord. So if you have suggestions for videos, let me know about them. Send them through to us on Facebook, Twitter, Discord. If you're not on Discord, you can join us on Discord. There's so many people there. There's all sorts of wonderful things happening as well. I think just lastly to my sponsors, their links are down below. They have stepped up and they've done something really great here. I think we worked it out sort of just under $600 worth of stuff that was given away today. Anyway, to all of you, I wish you the most fantastic of evenings. I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day if you are in the day already. And to the winners, please, geekstable@gmail.com. Send me your name, your postal or residential address so that we can send that stuff through to you as soon as possible to try and beat the Christmas rush. If any of the winners are in South Africa, by the way, I have heard that there is a backlog of over 100,000 parcels. Let me know. Maybe it'll be faster for me to put it in my luggage and bring it with me when I go back to SA next year. You can let me know about that. But I don't think we've got anyone from South Africa who's won. Anyway, and firstborn child. Wait, what are we doing with firstborn child? Same to you. This video, just by the way, Tofat 3D, the video will be available on YouTube as usual, so that you can have a look at it later on. Until then, everybody, happy gaming.